Sabotage, this is Jeff. We are playing Monster Hunter World. Let's go meet the first Wyverian.
The trail seems to stop here. A Rathalos! Hey, look. Found you.
In order to learn the secret location of Zora Magdaros, we've been given a task by the first Wyverian, which might have been lost due to a encoding error. Oops. First Wyverian says we need to be the top of the food chain. So we have to destroy two apex predators, the Rathalos and the Diablos. First task is Rathalos, also known as just a red dragon. Rathalos has been around since the very first Monster Hunter. It was the first flagship monster. It's been in all of them. And its fights pretty much the same in every one of them. Technically speaking, we've already fought the Rathalos when we did the Harvest Festival events. So to make this a little bit more entertaining, me and David are going to use greatswords. How many times have I used a greatsword? Well, a lot. I like the greatsword quite a bit. The Wyverian Ignitions we got from the Harvest Festival are the best because they're rocket-powered greatswords. Look at that sexy true charge slash. Going over a little bit of the greatsword basic combos with David at the moment because he has never used greatsword. This is going to be a very fun hunt. The greatsword is, much like the Rathalos, one of the OG Monster Hunter things. And like everything in Monster Hunter World, it is faster and better. Main improvement from previous iterations of the greatsword is that you can do a shoulder tackle, which you can use to, not iframe, because you'll still take chip damage, but you can use it to have super armor through any kind of attack. For instance, a roar, like so. It'll also bring you up to the next charge level, so you can skip ahead. The greatsword is a charged weapon. There's lots of waiting around Mega Man style for your Mega Buster to fully charge. There's 3 charge levels and 3 charge levels. It's a little confusing, but think of it as 9 explicit attacks. There's the first charge slash, there's the second one where you pull it behind your back before charging additional 3 levels, and then the final one, which is called the true charge slash, if you pull it behind your back and do the somersault forward. So true charge slash does the most damage, so that's what we want to see, ideally, most frequently. But you also have to be aware of where the monsters are, how much time you have to do things. It uses up a lot of stamina to keep the charge going, but you can, aside from being blasted by fire, you can extend your charge by shoulder tackling, which is, again, the shoulder tackle is a new thing. Flash pods are so good. So in this case, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a level 1 charge followed by a tackle to get to the true charge, and then waiting for the little hop, which indicates the maximum charge is reached. It's possible to overcharge the Great Sword if you hold it too long. That's why you really want to watch the sort of flash on the character in order to get the right rhythm for maximum damage. Rathalos is a good candidate for this. Well, not the best candidate for it, but personally a good candidate for it because I'm just very used to the flying wyverns. They have their bites and their roar followed by jumping into air with fireball, and of course yep, there it is, the tail swipe, the double tail swipe. Oh, didn't do 2 of them. Good job, Rathalos. Fortunately, like everything else, the speed and efficacy of I really want that second one to hit. It's fine. Still got a good meaty true charge out of that. I really preferred the true charge's second attack to be the one that hit him to wake him up, but that's the other times. The Rathalos's attacks, as mentioned, it has the flying wyvern 180 tailspin. Commonly does it twice. Not always, apparently. Rathalos also has poison in its tail. The Rathian is usually more focused on that. But when it does its little hop, it's kind of just like a poison AoE. Fortunately, it is very, very weak to flash bombs, and anytime it's in the air, as long as its eyes are within range of the flash pod, will knock it out of the sky. This is not true later when we get to tempered versions of monsters, but that is for a future video, not this one. As it is, the glorious... Oh, it's so good. That particular combo from David there is how you would do a Monster Hunter World version of the aerial style. If you do a charged attack in the air, you kind of get a secondary jump, which can be charged. And then if you follow it up with a B or a circle button, you'll do the round slash that happens after it. The round slash inherits the particular damage level of the charge slash that preceded it. I thought it was going to be clever and use a trap. Perhaps you can tell by my tone that this does not work out. It's okay, the kitties are doing work. We just need to get a little bit closer. It's fine. It's fine. This is perfectly fine. Charge. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, it's a little sad. I've got a paralysis kitty, he's got a sleep kitty, so this poor Rathalos is really not going to last for very much longer. The music has changed, the map has turned white. That means that it is running away, so in shame I must destroy the trap. It's not going to do me any good. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit to when we catch back up with the Rathalos. It'll eventually go back to its nest, although right now the nest will be kind of flooded and ruined. Hopefully it... Well, it'll be, let's say, asleep soon, so won't have to worry about that. Yes! Alright, wasn't a weak spot, so it didn't have the maximum damage, but, well, there goes David. He'll be back. The armor that David is wearing is the sort of like Hornitar armor you can make from the... It's another one of the ones we got from the Harvest Festival videos that we did. The Vespoid Infestation gives you tickets that you can use in order to create that particular set. No, that's not entirely true. You get them by getting great hornflies. That's right. I think that maybe there was a... I have to double check on what the variation that you get from the Vespoid Infestation was. When you do the Botanical Research Center, Militarias, oh, yep, walk right into it, very good. It's so satisfying. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Yeah. Oh, it's very sad that didn't work out. Slice. Get the chop. Get the chop. Got that tail cut. That feels real nice. Some good, great sword performance here. Tail swipe, not as effective now. I thought for sure this would work this time. Hey, it did! Shock trap, alright. 3 hits, 3 damage. So if you're using the botanical research garden, which you should, this farm is great, and you have a small chance of getting a rare bug, which is I'm on fire. You think I wouldn't be on fire? Actually, this is actually the best place to be set on fire because the water is very good for putting out fire. Who'd have thunk? I'll get back to the farm question in just a second. We have very important business to do. Is asleep, and we want to get true charge slash. So first, we just need to be positioned. We got some bombs. Bombs are great. So bring out the sword. We don't want to do the full charge or the tackle, so we don't move forward too much. So we're going to do just the basic slash 2 times and then get to the true charge. Charge it up. Third one is... Just hit it. Just hit it. I did anything. Just... Okay. 100% success. Very good. We're very good great sorters. A little on fire. It's fine. Everything's fine. The map has turned white. The Rathalos has left. Everything is fine. But hey, there's a tail here. Perfect opportunity for getting the tail. Very rarely, if you're farming for bugs, you can get great hornflies in your sort of box when you go check on your farm. Great hornflies are needed in order to unlock the armor set, the Hornitar Vespoid Beetle Queen set. Oh hey, there's an Anjanath here. We're just gonna let them fight. We'll do some buffs. Make sure flash pods are up. I accidentally started climbing those vines. We'll ignore that. The Great Hornfly is actually the butterfly set. Yes, that's the one that leads to. So the beetle set is the one from the best points. The one that David's wearing at the moment. They look very neat. They're not entirely useful, but you know, that's fine. That flash pod didn't work. To make sure that it aims in front of the face. All right. I'm gonna pretend that my true charge slash was the one that did that. Hey, there's a Toby here. Everybody's here. There's an Anja. There's a Toby. Premium thumbs up. Premium sitting down. Give that kitty a sausage. the intro to Diablos so much. Diablos loves to charge forward and ram his horned head into everything, which is why we're going to be using a lance. Now, of course, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that in the intro cutscene there, I was wearing an insect glaive, mostly because I had to re-record there was a bit of an encoding error, so the intro didn't really work out for Diablos, but that's fine. The gallery view in the main menu is great because you can just go back and take any character you want in there and just re-record the cutscenes. It'd be nice if you could skip the cutscenes the first time. But Diablos is the funnest monster to fight with a lance. If you want to learn to love the lance, I'd suggest fighting a Diablos, using the power guard to get full counters. It's so good. The mobility of the lance should not be underestimated. When you do an R2 circle, or B button, you'll do counters. It's where you pull the shield down and it glows. If you get hit during that, you'll do a counter thrust. But if you're countering and you press the A button, you can go into the full power guard, which greatly drains your stamina. But also, if you get hit during it, you can do a full guard counter in any direction, and if you get hit, it will cease the stamina drain, which, you know, encourages good timing. The lance charge, which is basically what that was just poor positioning. What the Diablos itself loves to do is great for running, pressing forward, and the A button will go into a jump, which you can do into a stab, which counts as mounting damage, which can be done 360 degrees. You can do a lot of very good angled changes. All I want to have happen is for the Diablos to run into my shield. That's all I really want. It's not happening as frequently as I would like. In the cutscene that introduced the Diablos, like many cutscenes in Monster Hunter, it actually gives you clues/hints as to how the monster itself fights, some of its gimmicks. So in that intro, the Baroth scared a bunch of the Noyos, or the Noisos. I've actually never said that word out loud, but it's the little flying drake things that give off the ear-splitting scream when they're threatened. It's this sort of sonic blast that encourages the Diablos to jump out of its pit. And then the sand trap happens, Baroth goes down, kills the Baroth. Hunter follows soon after. That's to indicate that the sonic bombs or sonic effects will knock the Diablos out of the ground. Although I suppose technically when you do it with a sonic bomb, it's to get it to come out of the ground prematurely. But when the Noyos did it earlier in the cutscene, it was more of a signal that the Diablos was in the right place to hunt. Slight difference. There's that nice hip check. Another popular move. Many monsters have it. When it's going into the ground, you see the little mini-map in the corner turn white. That actually means that it's leaving the area. So if you're planning on using sonic bombs, which actually screamer pods in this game, I actually wouldn't suggest using them too much. There's a much more vicious version of Diablo it might be a little bit more effective on. The problem is timing the noise blast in order to actually knock it out of the sand. You can't knock it out when it's digging, so the digging animation has to be fully completed, and you can't knock it out if it is leaving. So it's important to watch basically the tail case, the very tip of the tail, when it's fully under the ground. You can also see little like puffs of smoke and dirt and grass and dust and stuff as it goes underground, looking for a target to burst out of. But that won't do you any good if you don't have the... it was maybe a little... little early on the tranquilizings there. But that's okay. We got plenty of tranquilizers, and the shock trap was good for just locking it down for a while. As the apex predator of the Wildspire Waste, it actually has quite a good or a decent health pool here. Even more so that we're doing multiplayer. It's the multiplayer scaling, which is nice. I really enjoy fighting Diablos. Again, all I want is for it to hit me. It seems to be going after David pretty frequently. Gotta get that mount damage. Comes down the hip check. Yep. Power guard into 180 thrust. Such a great combo. Lance combos are made of 3s. You can do 3 pokes. You can do horizontal or vertical pokes. And then a dash, a side hop, a back hop will reset the combo and you keep going. I like doing back hops, keeps me in the same general area. The side hops are a little bit more efficient because, well, depending on your positioning, I don't think they use as much stamina, so it's a little bit easier to do. I do want that tail though. Another one of Diablos' moves, as you can notice here, other than the constantly going under the ground, you can do a power guard. Again, I just want him to hit me. He likes to do tail swipe if you're behind him, but he also enjoys the sort of double horn sweep, which we just saw a little bit ago. Here comes that tail. Fortunately, it's still rather awkward to get in and out of the lance charge. Where you're running forward. There's that double. Okay, Superman dive. Mini iframes, very good. So he'll do those in groups of 2. Like so. But if you're behind him, also be aware that the tail case can hit you. So it's not just his horns on the front, horns on the back will also do a lot of damage. There we go. That's what I wanted this whole time. We've chipped the horns, but we haven't quite broken them completely, I think. I think you have to get 2 horn breaks in order to get considered to get the horn fully broken. Well. It's a white mini-map. That means it is gone. Try and get some scatter nets. Can always use some scatter nets. We'll go to 2 different positions, either the top or the bottom of the sort of sandy area in the northeast. It looks like he's still on the top. If he's on the bottom and you have access to the northeast camp, it's actually faster to do that, to just warp over. The northeast camp, which we got a while ago, the ants kind of lead you into it. It's a little hidden area off to the left of the screen currently. Didn't quite get the power guard, but that's okay. Well, I got the power guard, but it didn't get the counter. That's alright. If you're ever doing a hunt in the Wildspire Waste that is Diablos or its kindred, the northeast camp is the best spot because you're right next to their nest. That's where we'll end the fight, actually. You'll eventually want to go back there. It's where we started, where we end. It's very circular. It's poetic. Let's see if we can get some good gun lancing. Mabby? Yes. Have some life powder. Having fought Diablos recently in Generations Ultimate really makes me appreciate the Lance even more in Monster Hunter World. The stickiness of the animations, is not quite as fluid in previous versions of the game. The power guard is new. The multi-directional jump is new. Normally you could only attack forward. Let's see if we can get that tail. There's gonna be some competing for that tail action there. Oh, no full burst. I'm sad. I do a video with some other Gunlance types. The normal type is the one that focuses on full burst. Maybe do one for long type. Especially if we can get some from Colv. Well, that's for later. I did make sure to record the Colv Turoth while it was still around, since that's a special event that comes and goes, but... This is actually the Diablos is what I'm going to consider the final boss of the low rank. Low rank is basically the first half of the game. We'll be at high rank after this. Well, not immediately after this. Once we take care of Zor Magdaros, sort of close the loop on that storyline. So there is technically one more mission after this in low rank. We'll have to be going through and doing the final siege mission with Zor Magdaros. Unfortunately, that'll be very similar to the first one. It won't change too much until we get to the end of it, but it's fine. We'll explain that when we get there. There'll be a lot of cutscenes, so there's a lot of cutscene. It's very cutscene heavy at the end, as you might imagine. Still want that tail. Soon. Yeah, there it is. I'm not quite running the right direction. Just need to put up my shield. Just put up the shield. Just put up the shield. Just put. Nope. Knew that was going to happen. Block. Like roar. There we go. Counter thrust. He is out. There's a perfect opportunity to go get a tail case. I'm very excited to get into high rank, which is the not quite the end game of Monster Hunter, but there's a lot more interesting things that'll go on. The armors that we'll get, especially since there's no G rank, which is the standard Monster Hunter nomenclature for the third tier of difficulty, usually added as an expansion. Games like Generations Ultimate are the expanded versions of like Generations, which was on 3DS. It includes the extra G rank missions where the monsters hit even harder, they get new moves, there's new armor and weapons and so forth. And that's true of the difference between low rank and high rank as well. So we'll be able to reforge a lot of armors, except they will have subtle differences. We'll go into the differences as we get there, but there'll also be a lot of new monsters that we can fight, which is actually pretty exciting. I really do like... There are some very good designs and new monsters that are in high rank, including a variation of Diablos. Fortunately, David has already used his Wyvern's Fire, so it's on cooldown, so I'd have to just use a regular poke to get this sleep bomb going. But, juicy numbers. I think that is the official end of Diablos. It's going to go try and sleep, but Lance charging right next to it, since it's going to try... Yep, there it's going. That bomb also was the last hit we needed to get that second break on the horn, which means we got a full official horn break.
The first Wyverian says he wants to talk to the conqueror of the ecosystem. That's you.
Sleepy Diablos. The Twisted Horns, or the Majestic Horns, as they will be later called, are the drops that you get for breaking off the horns of Diablos and Diablos types. They're used in a lot of very good weapons, meta weapons, so to speak. The Diablos line of weapons for many of the weapon types is considered top tier because it can use an armor skill called Elementalists, which we don't have access to yet, but hopefully we'll be able to eventually. Basically, it improves raw damage, the raw damage on the weapon. Pure physical gets a 10% bonus, which goes away if there's any kind of element or status effect applied to the weapon. There's the Wyverian. This time his dialogue was not mysteriously eaten by encoder errors because I was trying a new way to record footage. The newest and greatest way works fine. We're introduced to the Everstream, which will be a location that we'll be going to. The Everstream, basically like the live stream Final Fantasy VII style. Just kind of life goo going through the center of the new world, the continent. There are still mysteries to be solved surrounding the Everstream, but we fought new monsters, so let's take a look at that armor. It's Diablos armor. Critical draw, that's really good for great swords. If you're doing a critical draw build, that means that the first attack when you come out of unsheathed to... No, when you're sheathed to unsheathed, so your unsheathing attack has an extra affinity applied to it. Here's a few of the male armors that I forgot to show last time, since we had fought the Odogaron. It's the male version of the Odogaron armor. It's alright. Has a similar look. The male version of the Rathalos armor, which is actually very good, just because it has attack boost, and especially for weakness exploit and attack boost are great. Weakness exploit gives you affinity bonus when you attack weak points on a monster, so you kind of want to use that as much as possible, just because it encourages good play to attack weak points. But it's not to say that's the only way that can happen. I'll go back and... Well, we'll see plenty of the female Rathalos armor because I'll probably be making that for high rank as well. Here's the adorable Viking gladiator kitty. It's not the most adorable armor, but it's okay. We're not going to... I don't think we're actually going to make that one, though. I'm pretty satisfied with my Odo cat at the moment. We'll get some new weird designs in the future. The next episode, as alluded to a number of times, we will be going back... Well, we'll be watching a lot of cutscenes, actually. And finishing the story of Zorah Magdaros.
Working hard?
If you enjoyed this content, this video content, and you would like to support us at The Jeff and David Show, you can do so by signing up for our Patreon, where you can give a certain amount each month. That's like $5 a month. That'd be great. Really appreciate that. If you don't want to do a monthly donation sort of thing, you can always donate to our PayPal account, which is in the description. And you can also just do the YouTube stuff if neither of those things appeals to you, which is the liking, the commenting, the subscribing, that kind of thing. Those numbers increase, and I don't know, there's like a formula or something. It's very mysterious. The comments are nice, though. I do like reading comments.